Thad Brown along with Prescott Rossi here at New Era Field with you at RochesterFirst.com. Prescott, Josh Allen was the big story. We'll get to him in a minute.
Sure.
But the fun was third quarter.
Yeah.
The brawl happens. Micah Hyde's in the middle. You were also in the middle. From your vantage point at ground zero, tell me what happened.
Something I've never seen before on a football field. I've seen pregame brawls. I've seen some pushing and shoving during games, but never anything like this. And throughout the game, Leonard Fournette and Shaq Lawson were going back and forth right from the beginning of the game. You remember when the Bills pinned the Jaguars deep, I think at their own 1 at the start of the game. They're in a TV timeout. Lawson and Fournette are going back and forth on the field, and they're hyping the crowd up. And you just felt this buzz in the air, and that carried out throughout the game. And then Micah Hyde standing over, I believe I can't remember who the wide receiver was.
Moncrief.
Yes, it was Dante Moncrief. Yes, that's right. Dante Moncrief near the end zone. He gets shoved, and then all things just exploded, and it just kept rolling towards me. And, your job when you have the camera on your shoulders, just keep rolling, and let's just see where this goes. I kind of felt like I wasn't going to get hit because I didn't do anything, so screw it. I'm going to get as close as I can, and that's what I did. And yeah, I've never seen that before. Walt Coleman really from the beginning felt like he had kind of lost control of the game, and that obviously typified that with that massive brawl. Sean McDermott was very upset. A lot of the guys were trying to break it up, but Shaq Lawson and Leonard Fournette, they were going mano-a-mano, grappling along the wall. It was something I've never seen before.
Over 100 yards and penalties for both teams. It seemed like that fight really spurred the Bills on. They get a defensive stop and then a go-ahead touchdown. But you were in the locker room talking to guys afterward. They really wouldn't point to that fight or maybe shied away from wanting to give the fight credit.
Yeah, and I think there may be a financial incentive to do that too. I'm pretty sure the NFL doesn't look kindly on brawls that take place on national television. But Lorenzo Alexander and Kyle Williams were both like, hey, we were in the middle of the field. We're interior linemen. Like, if we run over to the goal line or the sideline, then we got to run back, and we're trying to have a goal line stand here, so we can't get in the middle of a big fracas between our own teammates. No, we can't do that. And LaShawn McCoy was like, oh no, fights are stupid. We can't be a part of that. We can't be motivated by that. We're men. We have to be adults about this kind of stuff. But you're like, you're hitting each other for 3 hours. If someone hits you a little too hard, you're not going to have any kind of reaction. Like, I don't really buy that, but that's what they said. It was. I think there is a sense that, maybe not that the fight inspired them, but the crowd got so amped up after that fight, and that definitely, got played into how that took place in the goal line. I mean, they had the Jaguars had the false start, and they just kind of kept getting pushed further and further backward before missing that field goal. So, the Bills won't say, oh, yeah, we got hyped up from it, but you could tell it did have an impact.
Yeah, Sean McDermott even talked about the crowd afterward as well. Now, look, back to Story A. Josh Allen, which has been Story A all year.
Yeah.
Look, the numbers were kind of ugly, frankly. 8 of 19, 116. If you take the Robert Foster touchdown away, he goes down to 7 of 18 for 85. But look, numbers lie in this case. He was good. He was very good. I mean, he had 2 third-down throws in a row erased by penalties, had a good throw over the middle of Deontay Thompson that was knocked away. Good play by the Jags defensive back. Look, Josh Allen took a big step forward, bigger than any other game he's played in so far.
Yeah, and really under the microscope with all the pregame talk about the trash talk from Jalen Ramsey. And in fact, in the locker room after the game, Jordan Poyer was asked about Josh Allen, and before the question was even finished, Jordan Poyer just cuts the question off and goes, he's a baller. The kid can ball. And I really get the sense that locker room really likes Josh Allen. And, he had to overcome a lot to kind of get to this point, besides, his college background and all that stuff. And we're seeing it now, and especially when he scored the touchdown in the second half. I mean, just the way the crowd reacted, the way the bench reacted, they're buying into Josh Allen. The numbers need to be better. I mean, at the end of the day, 160 yards on 8 of 19 passing is not very good. But he made plays. He wins a game today. Onward and upward, I guess.
And as good as the Robert Foster touchdown catch was, and it was fantastic because he took a monster shot after he released the ball, just barely after he released the ball, I was really more impressed with the Isaiah McKenzie 3rd and 15 throw that was erased. I mean, that's a top-level NFL third-down conversion. And then the one that did stand to Robert Foster in between triple coverage in his zone. Look, that's a man's throw. That's an NFL throw. We didn't see a lot of them. 8 completions. No. I mean, that says something. There's a lot more work to be done. But Josh Allen gave the fans and gave the Bills what they wanted to see, some hope today. For Prescott, I'm Thad. Check out some more stuff here at RochesterFirst.com.